Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode. Today, I want to share a story about the first time I went on a big adventure alone. It may sound simple, but for me, it was a life-changing experience. I learned courage, patience, and how to enjoy small moments. It all started one summer. I was 18, and I wanted to travel to another city alone for the first time. My parents were nervous, but I promised to be careful. I packed my small backpack carefully: clothes, a water bottle, a notebook, and some snacks. I remember looking at my bag and feeling both excited and scared. Can I really do this alone? I asked myself. I took a deep breath and said, yes, this is my chance to grow. The morning of my journey, I woke up very early. The sun was not yet bright, and the streets were quiet. I carried my backpack and walked to the bus station. Everything looked bigger and different when I was alone. I watched other people waiting for the bus, some talking, some reading. I felt nervous and wondered, what if I get lost? What if I don't find my way? But I remembered my plan and followed it step by step. On the bus, I sat by the window and watched the city slowly wake up. I saw people walking their dogs, shops opening, and cars moving slowly. I felt a mix of excitement and fear. I took out my notebook and wrote down my thoughts. I am alone, but I am learning. I am brave, even if I feel nervous. Writing helped me feel calmer. When I arrived in the new city, I stepped off the bus and looked around. Everything was new. The streets, the buildings, the sounds. I felt small, but also alive. I started walking slowly, following the map I had printed. I bought a coffee from a small cafe and smiled at the owner when he asked, "Good morning, first time here?" I nodded and felt proud. Small interactions like this made me feel stronger. During the day, I explored the city carefully. I visited a park, a museum, and a market. Every place was a new experience. I watched children playing, people shopping, and tourists taking photos. I tried new foods at the market and talked to a friendly vendor. Each small action made me feel more confident. I realized that adventure is not just about big things. It is about noticing small details and enjoying them. I also faced challenges. I got lost once and didn't know which street to take. I felt scared and my heart beat fast. I looked at my map, asked a passerby for directions, and slowly found my way. That moment taught me patience and problem solving. I learned that mistakes are part of learning and asking for help is okay. By evening, I found a small cafe near the river and sat down. The sun was setting and the water reflected the orange sky. I felt peaceful and proud. I wrote in my notebook again. Today was scary, exciting, and beautiful. I learned a lot about myself. I can do things alone, and I can face challenges. The journey back on the bus was quiet. I looked out the window and remembered everything I had seen and done. I thought about the people I met, the mistakes I made, and the small successes I had. I realized that traveling alone had taught me courage, independence, and the importance of small moments. Since that day, I have taken more small trips alone. Each one feels different, but every journey teaches me something new. I am more confident, patient, and brave. I also appreciate the little things: the smell of a cafe, the sound of a river, the smile of a stranger. These small things make life beautiful. If you are listening and thinking about trying something alone for the first time, I want to tell you, it may be scary and you may make mistakes, but every step, every small action will teach you something important. You will learn about the world, about people, and about yourself. And when you look back, you will be proud of what you have done. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is doing something even when you are scared. Independence is not about being alone. It is about learning to trust yourself and your abilities. And adventure is not just about traveling. It is about noticing, experiencing, and learning from every moment.